Hey guys, Up here. Today we're checking out the Arkfeld Pro EDC light from OLIGHT. Inside the box you get the light itself, a magnetic charging cable, and a user's guide. So let's take this thing outside and see what it can do. It is at dark 30 and we're outside. We have our light here on its moonlight mode, lighting up our cheat sheet real nice. I can see just a few feet in front of me, but not too much further out than that. Let's go ahead and put this onto low, and you can barely see it on the camera, but I can see probably, 50-ish feet in front of me. There it is off of the pump house. You can barely see it, not even on camera yet. So let's go to medium. Now we got some light out there. Off of the pump house, that's 50 feet away. Make it out to the end of the grass, but not too much further past that. Let's go to high. There's some light. Nice wide beam off of the pump house. Trees at the end of the grass, that's 100 feet away. And we can make it not even off the end of the fence line, just hitting the fence. Let's put it onto its turbo. There's some light. Nice and bright. Wide beam off of the pump house. Trees at the end of the grass. End of that fence line. And just barely lighting up those trees across the road there 200 feet away. This thing has a strobe, so here's your warning. And back to turbo. This doesn't throw all that far, but what it does light up, it lights up everything in that area. Okay, just for fun, we're going to switch this over to our laser. Let's see if that gets picked up on camera. Whoa, look at that. There's the end of the fence line over there. There's those trees across the road there. See it lighting up over there? That's pretty cool. That's a good laser. Now we have the laser with the light. Let's do low, medium, high. Let's switch over to our UV light. Again, you can't really see it. Shine it at the camera a little bit. Can see maybe 10-15 feet in front of me with this. Operation of this light's a little bit different than some of our other lights because we have 3 different settings on here. We have light, we have laser, and we have UV. UV only has 1 brightness level. Laser has only laser, or if you give it a double click, you will get laser and a light. And that light you can have on low, medium, or high. From the off position on our light, we can hold down the button and it will go to moonlight mode. Moonlight is 1 lumen and it will last there for 11 days. From there, if we hold down the button again, we will get to low. Low is 15 lumens. It'll last there for 55 hours. Hold it down again, we will get to medium. Medium is 100 lumens. It'll last there for 9 hours and 45 minutes. Hold it down again, we will get to high. High is 420 lumens. It'll last there for 135 minutes. Then step down to 100 lumens for an additional 12 minutes. If we give it a treble click, we will get to our turbo. Turbo is 1300 lumens. It'll last there for 4 minutes. Then step down to 420 lumens for an additional 126 minutes. This also has a strobe, so here's your warning. We give it a double click. And back to our high. The UV light is 900 lumens to start, and it'll last there for 5 minutes, and then step down to 560 lumens for an additional 130 minutes. This light comes with an enclosed 1500 milliamp hour 3.7 volt. To charge that battery, you just kind of drop it onto the magnetic charger and it will start charging. When the light's red, it's charging, and when the light's green, it's done charging. To disconnect the charger, you just give it a pull. About 8 years ago, I had an OLIGHT rep for about a month, and they sent me my first few OLIGHTs to try out. One was my can of sunshine. I loved that light until eventually I broke it, probably 6 years later. Since then, I have been an OLIGHT fanboy. They are the only flashlight company I will spend my own money on. And as you can see from these pictures, I've bought a couple of lights. These are all the ones that I'm not currently using, and they're just sitting in boxes waiting to be used. I have a bunch others that you'll see in all of my stuff. My get home bags are emergency bags. I give them out for gifts for everybody. As you can see here, the majority of my everyday carry kit is OLIGHT, and I really like the titanium set. I am rough and tough with these things, and I have broken 5 or 6 of them so far. Usually when I do reviews, I just tell you how the thing works. I don't give my opinion on them unless there's something amazing about them. Some of the flashlights that I've used, you'll hear me give a little giggle or something like that when it's really impressive. So when I tell you some good and bad about OLIGHTs, it comes from a place of love. This is not my favorite flashlight. I would not use this for an everyday carry. There is no need for somebody to have a UV light as an everyday carry for most people. Maybe if you're working on your engine and you're looking for a transmission fluid leak, or you're looking for scorpions out in the yard or something like that, looking for soap residue on light switches, there's really no need for everybody to have a UV light. A laser pointer is cool, and this one's pretty powerful compared to some of the other laser pointers I have, but except for playing with the cat, there's really no need for me to have a laser pointer on a flashlight. The light on this is bright enough for up close work, but as you saw in my outdoor footage, I couldn't even get it to reach the trees across the road 200 feet away. This does give a nice wide beam. So if you are working on the engine of a car or something like that, use the magnet here, put it up there, and it will show the whole engine, which is cool. But I'm not engine fixer guy. I pay people to do that. The pocket clip goes pretty deep, but you can't take it off. And if I was going to use this for the brim of a hat as an improvised headlamp, the weight of the light is going to kind of pull it down more than I would want. Something like this, the S1 Baton, this is a better light for putting on for an improvised headlamp. It's lighter. It doesn't have that top heavy hanging all the way out here to weight it down. This would be, something like this would be a good light for that. This is actually one of the lights that I did break. And I didn't really break it, but I mean, it works and stuff. But if I put it on its turbo, it'll only last there for a couple seconds and then it'll dim down. So for me, that's broken. I don't use this in my pocket anymore. This was my everyday carry for the longest time. I love the little magnet part on the back. It's small, fits my pocket perfectly. So now I just use it to check the battery levels on one of my solar setups that I have in the office. The cool thing about this is my work pants. I work in law enforcement, and my pants have this little pocket just on the back of the thigh. And I can slide this in there and forget it's there entirely. It blows me away that how heavy this light is. I can't tell if that light's there or not. And I forget that it's there. I think the only use that I'm going to have for this is on my work pants, just in case I need a backup to my backup lights that I usually carry with me. So that's where this one's going to go. Not my favoriteest light, but for that reason alone, that it fits in my pocket and I can't tell it's there, is the only reason why I'm going to carry this light at all. Otherwise, it'd probably go back in the box and get added to that mountain of flashlights that I have in the box that I just haven't found the perfect use for yet. Well, that's all I have for this video. Bang around that bell icon if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Call us on the hotline if you have comments or questions and want to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Check us out on the website, and we'll see you guys on the next one.